Awesome.
All right. Is echoes a little better? I don't know where it was coming from. Okay, cool. So, talk to me about. Well, here I'm not gonna record for a second. Okay. All right, recording now. So, let me go back through this. So, for the video marketing, this document, which you'll have access to, and you're gonna have one document that has all the sales tools on it. Uh, there's different sections. So the first section is all welcome videos and introductions. So if you want to introduce somebody to me as a speaker, to 12-step roadmap, to CI web group, DNet, or this is a video that's saying we just launched a video a video marketing department and production. Then you'd say, here's an introduction to CI web group. Here's what some of our clients think about, and then you'd pick the different either brand or individual solution. So if someone's specifically asking about our social media plan, then you could say this is what our clients think about social media. So by the time we're done, there'll be multiple links in here with each of our client testimonials for this particular solution. And then you'll be able to say, to learn more about the solution, choose this. And this is going to be more of a product and sales video. The next section of it, so these are all product sales videos. The next section of videos that we're creating over the next couple weeks is going to be industry specific sales videos. You know, we've got a lot of experience in specific industries. And so you'll have something that specifically talks to that industry in here. Cool?
Yes.
Okay. And then in addition, we're creating a series of operational videos. So when somebody says they're interested in web, they already want us to build a website, but they'll say something to the effect of, well, you know, what's the process like, or what do I need to be prepared to do, or how long does it take? We'll have an entire series of videos. You won't have to know anything other than where to find the information at, and that'll be in the operations videos area. Cool?
Yes.
Okay. So that should take care of sales, testimonials, who we are, and how it works, which that's essentially every conversation is going to break into those. Jeannine, I have Lorenzo here. Have you guys met yet?
No, it's voicemail.
Just voicemail?
Yes, just voicemail.
Okay. So Lorenzo's over our finance department. He's a good person to know because I believe he pays everyone.
How you doing, Jeannine?
I'm doing well.
I'm doing well. Thank you.
So also he does, he oversees the IT department. So if it's anything technical, he's, all the guys report to him. And then also he oversees our more technical systems. So when it comes to getting your email account set up, I asked him to contact you to make sure you have your email account set up, to make sure, obviously you are set up in the CRM system and that's all worked out. What else?
And I'll send you your CI web group email with the password today.
Okay, thank you.
All right, good stuff. And you can just, do you know how to set up a Gmail account with, actually, you know what? Let me do this while we're here. Hang on a second. You know how to set up a Gmail account as a POP3?
As a what?
Or your email inside your Gmail account, so you can send and receive from your Gmail. Yeah, craving chocolate.
I know how to set up a Gmail account. I'm not sure if that's the same as whatever you're saying.
Okay. Well, he'll send instructions in that as well.
Or I'll send out
Let's see here. So I'm gonna make that too. Because let's see here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Check right there.
I said with Mike.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Around here somewhere, yeah. Okay. So we'll get your Gmail account set up for you today. Did you get a W-9 form back into Lorenzo?
No, it's the 1099 that Michael had sent. No, I hadn't set it in yet because I wanted to make sure that we were still
Good.
working together.
Okay.
But I have
1099.
it done. Just need to get it over.
Okay. So I'm just making a list. Mother node. Okay. So let me give you a sample of some quick ways to generate new and current leads in addition to we'll write a sales letter today for you to be able to touch base with people who are already in the system.
Cool.
All right, so the first one is I just wrote this one for you this morning. This is if somebody, and you can use this for multiple things, but if someone was to like a fan page, you can send out a letter that basically says, thank you for liking my fan page. My name is Jeannine, and I'm a marketing consultant for CI Web Group. Most importantly, I love to introduce new business owners, entrepreneurs, and sales professionals to our free training programs that are designed to help you grow personally and professionally. I took a moment to review your fan page and your website, and I can see that you may benefit from these two things. So instead of it, that's the line that really means a lot, and it's important to do that. So that they know that you took personal attention and you looked at it. And also, it's a little bit of an embarrassment for individuals when they don't like looking at their own website. You know what I mean? They'll know if you looked at their fan page or you looked at their website that you know it needs help, and they already know that. So the first and easiest way to get somebody's contact information is to have them sign up for free training. So we have a free weekly digital marketing training series I believe you could really benefit from. It's 12-step roadmap to accelerate results. I recommend you register for this program right away as it will help you better leverage web search, social, mobile, and video. You can register here. Please select my name, and then what I would do is I would put your name here in the refer to drop down box so that I can make sure that you get registered. So let me go click that so I can show you where that takes them. It takes them directly to this. This is your list. And then as soon as this drops down, they can check your name from here. So this is the fastest and easiest way to get new leads in the system. You can only go after just this, and you could tackle a tremendous amount of different businesses in a short amount of time, because all you're doing is getting them to register for training, and it's free. So by getting their login and or getting their email address and information, that's a quick way to be able to contact them, and and set them up for a consultation. Or you can be a little more aggressive, and this is definitely more of a pre-qualification. Is you can say the second thing is we have a free digital marketing evaluation that will really help identify where you are, where you want to go, and some simple things you can put in place to help you get there. Our CEO does a handful of these on a weekly basis, which we say that because you want to create a little bit of scarcity, and the reality is that's true. So CEO does a handful of these on a weekly basis, and I believe I can get you scheduled with her. So you can learn more about her here. You can also see some of our work here. So you know the Jennifer Bagley website, and the Pinterest page shows logos, web, videos, sliders, brochures, quotes, books, social media, pretty much everything. So it's a really quick way to get them to a portfolio. If you're interested in taking either of these opportunities to learn how to accelerate your results in business, just get registered for the training and we can set up time to visit. And that's it. Cool?
Yes.
Okay. So that's the fastest way to interact with people on a digital standpoint, especially Facebook. You're on Facebook more frequently than I am. And you literally are rolling over tons of opportunities. Gosh, she's cute. Tons of opportunities on the Facebook accounts. Let's see here. So on my personal account, if you see people interacting or you see people liking videos or sharing information and so forth, then touch base with them, send them a private message, paste that link in there. On all of our fan pages, I guess you need to take Diego off our fan pages. I didn't think about that. On all of our fan pages, same thing. So if you see anybody that's interacting with them, you can shoot them a quick message. The other thing, I'm going to make you some sales letters that are very specific to the HVAC industry. If you Google for example, Dallas Air Conditioning Company. So here's Carrier. Carrier, let me give you a list of just a handful of funnels, kind of lead funnels. And if you just focus on just air conditioning and heating companies, so let me break this down. You have people you already know. I'll create a letter for you that will allow you to re-engage people you already have relationships with. I read in there that you don't want to do that. I would recommend that you absolutely do. But I'll leave that up to you. But I'm going to write a letter that hopefully makes it, we're not hard sell salespeople at all. The majority of all of our business comes from us being educators. So if you feel like you're in a sales position and you're trying to do a cold call to get a sales appointment, then it's going to be uncomfortable. If you believe in the fact that the way that we operate as an organization that cares about business owners, we care about them being educated, we care about them asking the right questions and picking the right vendors. We care about motivating them. We care about them, changing their mindset and how they think so that they can reach whatever their initial goal was when they decided to get into business. Those are very serious things that we care about. And if you believe in that, most of the individuals on our team, as you get to know people, they're with us because they believe in the culture and what we stand for. They believe they like the fact we're not here to just close deals. Hopefully you saw on the appointments that I do, I spend a lot of time educating, and that's what builds that bond. Every appointment I go on, somebody always at the end, if they've talked to anybody else, will say, I've talked to a lot of people. I absolutely want to work with you guys because we're not selling. We have to give first, and if we give everything and they choose to do business with us, then great. If they don't and they take our ideas and our plans to someone else, then so be it. Okay, now we'll come back to, for example, Carrier, Mitsubishi, Train. Over here you see Train. Goodman. Armada. Bryant. If I got rid of Dallas, if I said HVAC, I'm guessing if I just say HVAC companies, I'll get a ton of them. Well, no, because it's giving me all local searches anyway. Comfort. There's tons of them. These are the guys that actually make the products. So let me give you some different scenarios on talking to these guys. So let's say someone has a first page 1 placement, like this one, Plano Air Conditioning. They're on page 1 of Google, so you're obviously not talking to them about search engine optimization. This looks good. The first thing, I don't love their site. So the 2 things I would say to these guys, you're on page 1 of Google. That's fantastic. Your website, absolutely, from a design standpoint, could have a better layout and design to be able to increase your conversions. And the conversation is, you're on page 1 of Google. You should have the most page 1, position 1. You should have the absolutely most well-designed website for conversions you could have, because you're already positioned to be able to get the business in. Now it's about, do you have the right things in place to be able to convert customers faster? So I would look at the design of the site first. Then I would look at where they at with social. So they've got 3,900 likes. They're actually not too bad. They've got a little bit of engagement and so forth. They might want to outsource some of this, and they might need video. So that'll just give you some ideas. That's a page 1 of Google company. But if you go back and you click on page 5, now you can have a different conversation. So you have HVAC agent. We have Alfreda. I already know something's wrong here. They don't have a 301 redirect. We have environmental air systems. We have heating and air conditioning Dayton. We have HVAC. Oh, airtime. Let me see what this is. Just curious. HVAC Success Day. Huh. We might need to go to HVAC Success Day. I would try and book me to speak here. That's interesting. Success Academy, Balance, Successware, Home Advisors. I'm wondering what these guys. Electrician, plumber. Who is Airtime 500? Airtime 500 is the most forward-thinking organization of independent HVAC contractors in the industry. Airtime 500. We help them do that by providing. In addition, okay, so these guys are consultants. I'm going to say that. This would be a strategic relationship. So let's say that this organization, they're consultants to HVAC companies. HVAC companies come in, they pay them, they come to the event and so forth, and that's how they make their money, is this an event. If we were to A, become speakers for the event, and B, if we offered solutions, marketing solutions to these guys, and we paid them to do it, we paid them for all of the business that came from them, they may be interested in a strong strategic partnership. But at least if we were to be able to get on stage for the speaking for these events, that would be a killer lead gen. I'm going to paste that in here. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm just brainstorming. Now, if you see here, okay, so Yelp is expensive. And possibly could hurt companies. So if you find them on Yelp, you have a different conversation. You can say, I noticed you have an account on Yelp. A lot of companies that previously worked with Yelp are now working with us, because the money you're paying Yelp is you only get the leads when you are subscribing to Yelp services. People that are on Yelp are paying a lot of money, between $200 and $2,000 per month, and they don't own anything. Their investment, it's not, when you put money into your website, or you put money into your own social platform or your own SEO, you own that. So the time and money you put in today, is worth 10 or 20 times more next year, the next year, and the next year. But with Yelp, if you stop paying, you have nothing. Your money is just in and out and pray for a return. So these guys, you know, as soon as you if you can have a conversation about what they're currently doing and how we can improve it, and you can target something specific, that'll really, really help. And you have go ahead.
Just out of curiosity, when you are looking at Yelp, how do you verify someone who's paying versus someone who just has their updated listing?
I don't know. I've actually never really been on Yelp ever. I've only heard all the stories. Everybody tells me about it, but I've never actually clicked on Yelp. I know that sounds bad, but I just the thought of a company having a living in a trailer park for a website and spending money on a hotel every week, and that's what that is. That's your home is this trailer, and you live in a see, this is who we're meeting with next week. Daikin is a distributor for Mitsubishi. No, Daikin just bought Goodman, huh? When you get into this environment, these guys, Daikin, they purchased Goodman, which is the second largest HVAC company in the world, and they just contacted us and want to talk about putting together marketing programs for their HVAC companies. Let me put this in perspective. Air Care Systems and Powers, who you hear me talk about all the time, and Powers sells, her company is Air Care Systems. They're a contractor. They sell Daikin products and introduced me to Daikin and basically said that, I'm currently a consultant who contracted with Mitsubishi, but I would possibly reconsider if they would talk to me, and that we have the best marketing strategies and programs for the HVAC industry. Daikin immediately contacted us. Well, let me back up. Daikin had us prepare a proposal for Ann Powers, Air Care Systems. Daikin wrote Air Care Systems a $7,000 check to do business with us. This company has a co-op marketing program. They have 500 plus HVAC companies that Daikin pays for their marketing programs for. So if you close a deal or secure a relationship with a company like a Daikin, they can say, all right, well, we have 500 HVAC companies that we spend $6,000 per month on, or excuse me, $6,000 per year on. And we want you to come up with a program. Now, they don't let you charge monthly. They only let you charge one flat fee for an entire year. So when we put together a program, we'll say, so like for hers, we did $6,000 for the site plus $1,000 a month. So it was $6,000 plus 1,000 times 12. And that was her website, a mobile app, social media, SEO, hosting, maintenance. Is that it?
Yeah. Hosting, maintenance,
an auto refresh plan. So she gets a new website every 18 months. They write us one check for the whole year. So those are, and this kind of a company, which is a distributor, will write 50 of those. So like when Mitsubishi has us, they have a co-op program, and they'll say our top 10% of HVAC companies, we're going to write a $10,000 check for, go. And they write 50 HVAC companies times 10,000 a piece. Does that make sense?
So if you're with Mitsubishi and you're talking with Daikin, do you have to no longer work with Mitsubishi, or you can work with both?
I can work with both because I didn't sign a non-compete. So right now we have Daikin, Goodman, and what's the Johnson Group? Brad Newhouse. Johnson Ware Group. those are the 3 contracts we're in the middle of closing now. Now, as we go through that, we will have direct access and be able to close on the HVAC companies that are in their Diamond Dealer program, which are their top-notch programs, and they'll pay for them. But in addition to that, they will put a training series inside their HVAC contractor marketing tool program, and they'll have us speak at their events like Mitsubishi, which for those, what I'm going to wind up needing is someone that knows the HVAC industry as far as digital marketing goes inside and out like I do, someone that can do consults, and someone that can run the project from beginning to end. And I pay more for those. So if you can learn the HVAC industry and really, this can be a baby of yours. And I know you need to make money as well. So I want to, on more current leads that are kind of random, but I just want to make sure that you have a clear picture of what the opportunity could look like, because you could run that piece. So when we go to a speaking event, or we have HVAC companies, you need to get comfortable talking to them and get comfortable with and it's so simple. I mean, it's simple. Like what is this? Oh, that's trained. That's that. This is the Plano heat search. We created a HVAC training site to teach them how to organize their content. Let me share this with you. I'm going to send this in a message. It's hvac.salessupplychain.com. When you go to an HVAC site, let's go pick one. Where'd the Plano guy go? Okay, let's just go pick one down here. How about Mills Brothers? Okay, so here's Mills Brothers. If we go through their site, they have home. That's a junk page. We click on HVAC, and it's titled HVAC Solutions. And then they have all of these. See how they have service and repair, maintenance, installation, commercial, new construction, how air conditioning works. Technically, if they really wanted to make each one of these pages more valuable, then they would have millstonebrothers.com/air conditioning maintenance, millstonebrothers.com/commercial HVAC installation, commercial HVAC service and repair, commercial HVAC replacement, and so forth. So this site already has everything you can use as an example. It says if you want to get found for air conditioning, then you're going to have /air conditioning. If somebody's looking specifically for air conditioning installation, you have air conditioning installation, air conditioning maintenance, air conditioning system repair, air conditioning replacement. You start memorizing these basics, and you having a conversation with an HVAC company comes down to, our company has been consulting with Mitsubishi HVAC for over 5 years. Our CEO speaks at the Diamond Dealer conferences for Mitsubishi on an annual basis. We have hundreds of thousands of hours in consultations with HVAC contractors. We have HVAC distributors that we do consulting with, as well as building out training programs. And I have a portfolio of websites you can absolutely look up, as well as and you can go here and you can start pulling up web designs for the HVAC contractors. And we specialize in building and designing websites that are socially integrated, designed for conversions, interactive, and easy for them to make changes to, as well as our HVAC contractors participate in trainings on a regular basis. We'd love to visit with you and talk about how we can help improve your business by leveraging some of these same digital assets. For example, I probably should have written that down.
It's recorded.
Okay. So same thing, water heaters, sewer drain, plumbing, electric, air quality, indoor air quality. It's all the same thing with all of them. They're all identical.
So do they ever, sorry, do you ever suggest just doing a website on all the air conditioning stuff, just doing a website on all your heating stuff? Or do they always combine plumbing, sewer, water heater, AC, all that on one site?
So for these, they can include all of these in the same site. When you want to start separating things out, like the one I did yesterday, the guy was selling home automation services like alarm installation, cameras. Like my house is a smart house. I operate everything from my phone: the lights, the heating, the cameras, the alarms, everything. So he had that kind of a business, which we specialize in that as well. DFW Security is our biggest client in that area, which everything we're doing in the HVAC world, I want to repeat in the security world. But he also sold HVAC. You can't. Those are two totally different industries. You can't put HVAC and make a successful security monitoring. So he happened to own QRS refrigeration and QRS automation. So the more I got into the conversation with him, I realized we can use the QRS automation for his home automation and security company, and we can use QRS refrigeration for his HVAC company. That's when you want them to separate it out. If they sell swimming pools, no. I don't want swimming pools on the same site as an HVAC. But for traditional HVAC, all of these things are fine being on the same area, same site. Usually,
And then,
go ahead.
well, when you were talking with the Perry air conditioning on whatever day that was, he had mentioned, and I don't know if we were on the call yet, that he found that a market that nobody seems to be in is the something about water fountains.
Oh yeah. He's servicing water fountains.
Now, would you tell him it should be like Perry water fountain, a different URL, or would you include that on this?
It depends. If he's already optimized this site and he's like he said, getting under plumbing, he's already getting found for these water fountains, then I would let him keep it how it is, because from a financial standpoint, unless it's really going to hurt, your business from a conversion standpoint and an SEO standpoint, combining two products or services, when you start separating them out, you start extending the amount of a monthly budget you have to have for marketing and the time it's going to take you to be successful. Like it's easier for me to have CI Web Group and to be able to put a bunch of money and time into that one website generating traffic to it than it is for me to try and market to 5 sites. Even if, now let me back up, 5 years ago, or I should say 3 years ago, before Google implemented the exact match domain penalty, you could absolutely, our company had over 170 websites. We owned backlinkingservices.com. I can't even remember all of them. DallasWebDesignCompany.com. I mean, we owned hundreds of sites. But when Google put in the exact match domain penalty, all our sites that were exact match domains started dropping. So I think, go ahead.
And because I didn't talk to you about this, and I'm sorry I'm getting off topic, but it's like, because he was saying that the whole water fountain thing to him appears to be an untapped niche. Would you suggest doing an SEO campaign or some sort of a campaign that directs people to his perryair.com/water fountain, so that people will get directed to that page if they're having issues with their water fountain?
Yeah, absolutely. You can create campaigns. I mean, this, from what I could tell from a social media standpoint, he needs help with um, leveraging social to drive him back to these individual sales pages. He also, I think he could increase his conversions with a couple different modifications on his site. He's just got the call today and a random phone number out here. He's done an extremely good job of creating individual pages for all of his different services. Extremely good job. This is where you want most of these HVAC companies to go. Now look at his site and all of the different, so this is just under plumbing services. Each one of these individual things people will look for, but look at this other one. This is the one I did yesterday. QRS. This guy, on the other hand, like, I'm not going to work as hard on the Perrier because he's doing a good job. I mean, I may offer some, let me go look. I would probably offer to assist him with his social media before anything else. Because he's doing a darn good job on his site. His layout is great. His content is great. But then you look at this one. He has home automation. Notice his URL stayed the same. HVAC, now it's HVAC-index, which is not a valid phrase. Elect.index, plum.index, and services and contact us. This is a gold mine. I would rather talk to this person than this person all day long.
Okay.
Just because this is an uphill discussion. He's saying, I'm already busy. My phone rings off the hook. I'm growing 1 to 2 people every other month. I'm on the first page of Google for my top 40 key phrases. Tell me how you can help me.
Right.
Or this guy says, I'm spending $2,500 a month on Yodel. I'm smiling. He's got a horrible website. This guy could be doing what this guy is doing. And this is a great example. With this, you could do video. This guy might need more help in automating some things, like some how-to videos, some what to expect, when to know, or what to know when. So video marketing may be a good proposal for this one. But this guy is starting from the ground floor. This is awesome. And he's got a $2,500 a month budget. So the conversation with this one, he said, make me a custom proposal. I want a website for $4,500. I want another one for my home automation site. And I guess I'll cut out $1,500 a month for the budget for you guys to do my marketing. That's yes, yes, and yes. And he said he wants to start on Monday. So it's a lot different of a conversation. There are more of these than there are of these.
So then how did you get to QRS? Was that from a talk you did? Is he a diamond dealer or is he referral?
He's a diamond dealer for Mitsubishi.
Now, did you reach out to him or he just contacted you because he saw you speak?
I believe he saw me. He got in our lead system somehow, but Kathy stalked him for 3 months. Even to the point when I got on the phone with him, he said, the young lady that keeps calling me over and over.
So then if I was to go after, still do the leads that are already there, but then start going after if I was going after HVAC and I Googled, I guess, diamond dealer HVAC Los Angeles, I could go after them with you presenting, you have your part of Mitsubishi, you presented, you talked to the other diamond dealers, you may have seen her, or do I double check inside the CRM to make sure that they're not already in?
Let's see here. So I think you could start in our backyard. I don't have, so the dealer conference that I spoke at was East Coast. Where were they? Where are all our HVAC companies from? They're all New York, Chicago, Florida, Tennessee, North Carolina. I don't have any HVAC clients in the southern states or the West Coast. So if you just were to search by, if you were to say we work with Daikin, Goodman, Mitsubishi, and Johnson Ware, those are the distributors and manufacturers that have used us for consulting and or training for their events. And we train their top end. They call them either certified or diamond dealer HVAC companies. And we're looking to help everyone else because there's in the HVAC world, Mitsubishi's diamond dealers only represent 10% of the total HVAC market. There's 33,000 HVAC companies that sell Mitsubishi products that are not considered a diamond dealer. So if you were to get online and let's Google, let's look in your backyard. Not that just because I'm searching for something local to you doesn't mean you ever need to get out of your house and go meet them.
So I've been told.
Okay.
That's what everybody said. You do everything from your house. You don't ever have to leave.
I don't leave. If I leave, it's because I'm going to another country or state. But other than that, Mike, how many times do I leave this house?
Once. Twice.
We went to the movies last night.
Another movie.
We went to the movies. That's about it. We went out to dinner, went to the movies. But I don't leave. We go for bike rides. Okay, so let's say where are you located at?
I'm in Glendale, California.
What's the major city next to that?
Mistake for Arizona.
What's the major city?
Los Angeles.
All right. I'm doing a big, long, crazy search that most people wouldn't do because I want to get people in the back. So you can say, now if you were to talk to CPH, HAC, or this, let's see here. Here.
They look like old directories.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of directories, but this one, great. I am air conditioning and heating HVAC. This is in Tarzana. I've spoke there a ton. The other thing is you could be marketing, especially if there's women, you could be marketing that I'm going to be speaking in, where it's near Tarzana, isn't it? In LA, Michael? Yeah. It is?
Yeah.
I'm speaking at some Jewish executive home something in California, June 18th. So you could be contacting them to talk about that and say, before you come, I bet you I could get you on a conference call as well. And it's, you know, the hard part is what I told Kathy yesterday. I said the hard part, the difference between me training our team and Kathy training our team, and it's difficult for her to get this information out. When I hear Kathy on the phone, like I would never say this about myself, but when I hear Kathy calling these people, which I don't book my own appointments, so I'm not the best trainer to teach you what to say about myself or about our company to get the appointment. Kathy does it all the time. Rick does it all the time. Those two people book almost every appointment we have on our calendar. I hear them and they'll say things like the most sought out, you know, Jennifer Bag's the most sought out business strategist in the such and such industry. She works for, has been hired as a consultant as well as a speaker at their national trade conferences or diamond dealer conferences for Mitsubishi, for, you know, and they go through these things. They sell the heck out of it. And all they're doing is selling an appointment, just an appointment. You don't know how to get where you want to go unless you know where you are. And our goal is to help give you kind of a roadmap. It's worth your time, no matter what you do, to have this consultation and coaching session. And you should go through a coaching session at least once a year. So, I mean, they sell the heck out of it, though. They talk to people all day long. But there's one. This one. I Am Air Conditioning. That's perfect. They absolutely needed a website. Even Flow Mechanical, Torrance Heating and Air Conditioning. And you know the guy's name's Tony Hunter. Skyentac or Skynet AC. They need help. You can tell them. We got a referral to contact you from one of our HVAC contractors. And you can say, Jen told me to contact you because so and so said we should. Whoever. We've got a ton of air conditioning companies. I went ahead and went out and looked at your site and noticed you're currently on page 10 of Google for blank. I noticed your fan page only has, 71 likes. Are you guys interested in better leveraging Google to increase the amount of leads that you guys are bringing in? Is that something important? Know what I mean? Get them to tell you, yeah, I know my website sucks. I know I need to do better. Ask a question they can't say no to. Are you guys interested in generating more business leads? It's hard to get them to say no.
Yeah, even Perry.
Absolutely. And he's doing great. I mean, you have tons and tons of opportunities. The other thing you could say, we're just brainstorming, but the other thing you could say is our company is specialized in the HVAC industry for over 5 years. The majority of our HVAC contractors and clients, distributors and manufacturers are currently located, in the central states and the East Coast. I've been brought on to be able to be the primary consultant and resource for our West Coast division. I'd love to be able to offer you complimentary access to our HVAC training programs, and also I'm able to pick a handful of HVAC companies that I can set an appointment with our CEO, who is the one who speaks for Mitsubishi and Daikin and Goodman and those companies. And I could probably get you an appointment with her too, and she could do a complete evaluation and business strategy for how you guys can leverage the internet to be able to grow your business. And I'm totally throwing this out because I never book myself.
No, I mean that. I think I would be impressed if they know they should. Mitsubishi, Daikin, Goodman. If they all know those names, those are the names that probably make their ears stand up and go, "What?"
Yeah, and I think you're saying, I can only schedule a handful of them with her. I can absolutely meet with you myself, but I'm allowed to set 3 or 4 of these, per week, that she's, just because we're trying to open up our services on the West Coast. And you can say she's from Seattle, so she's going to be spending the next 3 months up and down the West Coast, which is true. And I'd love to get you some time on the calendar. Okay. I'll create some letters, and I will also create a video or a couple of them. But I definitely think talking to these people is the best thing you could do from the beginning. And you're talking about, just for one city we looked at, let me see something. What is this? Okay, so they're in Diz. I thought maybe this would be built-in tables. For one city, there's 2.6 million searches just for this. You're currently on page 17. You're currently on page whatever. This might be, let's see here, the best API. Okay, so here. Oh, I thought this might be a directory. If you pull a directory, you can say, I noticed you're currently listed in such and such. Unfortunately, that directory is on the 6th page of Google. And they're paying for that.
Oh, out of curiosity, did Barbara understand that whole directory thing, or did she want to use that interior Dallas for herself?
I don't think it actually set in with her. That's a hard jump. I tried to pitch one of the wedding guys I got on the phone with. He owned omahaweddings.com. And it's all about him. I was like, this is dumb. You could have every vendor that wants to sell a product, a service, a venue, photography, cake, cameras, cookies, bells, whistles, whatever it is. You could have every vendor in Omaha paying you a monthly fee and putting content on omahawedding.com every day. Because right now, I mean, this Omaha wedding guy was similar to Barbara. He got on the phone and he's talking about, people don't want to pay for video at weddings. They don't want to do this. It's hard for me to, he has nothing on retainer. Everything is a one-time sale. He has no monthly residual income. And then you look, and my guess is they're probably in their late 50s. Like, everything about that is a big no. No, you should not be 57 years old and be a photographer. There's no retirement.
You're an entrepreneur making your own money.
Yeah, you should be touting the fact that you've been a photographer for the last 30 years, and that's why all the dumb young bucks need to pay to be on your directory.
Yeah.
No.
It's like you almost need to come up with a video telling people this is why a directory is important.
Okay.
For you, I mean, because it's like, I know you threw out to her church $10 a month, and maybe she's all, oh, well, I only have 100 people on my directory. It's like, well, that was the number you threw out, $10 a month.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much people in your industry can make. If they can afford $100 a month to be in your directory because you have those keywords, it's worth it to them.
Yes, absolutely.
$100 a month to be in your directory.
Absolutely.
Than the yellow pages. They're probably spending $1,000 for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the thing is, to me, DNET, I don't care about that membership fee. That means nothing to me. What it means to me is that I have a bunch of business owners publishing content to a central location and signing up for training. And when they sign up for training, they jump into 12-step roadmap webinars, and then they pop out on the other end, and they're going to sign up for a consulting or a strategy or an SEO or a social media or a website. So I have 6 monthly recurring plans and a couple big ticket items. So to me, if they pay me $10 a month to get into our funnel, and that gives me the opportunity to be in front of them to train them how to leverage the tool, that's the best sales model you could have.
Yeah, I think some of them just get stuck on, I'm going to be promoting my competition and they're going to steal all my money.
Yeah. And the challenge with that is, it's like, I'm going to, DNET's going to come out. We're going to master the new DNET platform, the new site we're building. Then we're going to take DNET and we're going to make a directory engine for digital marketing professionals. And I'm going to take every competitor we have and drop them into that bucket. Every one of them. I'll make it free. I don't care. The goal being that we get to line ourselves up and have premier positioning next to every one of the selections that they have. From an SEO standpoint, they provide all the content, put them in the directory. Plus, we can wind up hand-picking our resellers out of them. So that in the end, we all wind up not selling websites. We wind up having, what I see this looking like 10 years from now is we have just what you just said. We have directories of business listings on our directory sites. We have ownership in other people's directory sites. We build them. We build a killer portfolio or a killer product, and then we go after other chamber of commerces and so forth, and we take a % of all their membership fees. And at some point, we have a team of people that are managing all of our developers, designers, and contractors and so forth. And all we're doing is, and we don't even have to do that. Somebody else is quoting all the deals that come in. We're just lead generators and marketers.
Right.
Especially if we sign these deals with these HVAC companies and we wind up having their co-op funds pay for it. Let me go in the CRM system real quick. I want to make sure you've got. Are you feeling more comfortable?
Yes, it's still just a lot of, where do I start first? I mean, I know on Monday that I'm gonna just do the leads because that will get me more comfortable on the phone. Whether I get a machine or if I actually talk to someone, it's all good. The one thing that I would ask is that on some of the leads, because they came from Casey, speaking either at a wedding thing or a DJ thing, one of the things that I would like to be able to do is say, hey, ABC, I know that you saw Casey at XYZ wedding. I just want to know what the events were and what they were so that I can tickle their brain as to why I'm talking to them.
Say the wedding show and say the DJ show. Both of them were in Las Vegas.
Last year, right?
Yep. And since then, when we first got those leads, our base price point for a website was $3,500. We have a new program, which is called our Accelerated program, that puts them in a completely custom website, full-blown WordPress, 10 pages for $1,500. We did not have that then.
Okay.
I'm gonna get you a couple. Let me get you a couple of HVAC people too. Hang on a second. We're in the middle of modifying our whole CRM system, and it's doing some really crazy ass stuff. Jeez, hang on.
It doesn't even like you anymore?
No, I don't know what the deal is. Oh, there. Let me see if maybe that's it. Okay, let me try this again. So I want to say promo code equals, give me HVAC1, search. All right, there we go. Okay.
One of the things that I've been asking Kathleen, she hasn't had a chance to get back to me, is that on some of the leads it says that they are on hold for a request. Do I bother contacting those people, or do I contact them and say, the last time we spoke to you was like 3 months ago, just wanted to touch base to see if you're ready? I mean, or do I just ignore them and move on?
You can always say Casey and Jennifer on the wedding and MBA ones. Ask me to follow up with you and just see how you're doing. I have a couple things. One, I wanted to get you invited to our training programs. Get them into the training programs. If they're on the fence, the best thing you can do is put them into the webinar series. If they register, it'll show. So you can say, would you mind if I sent you some information to get you registered for our training program? They'd really like it if you attend, and I think it would really benefit your business. I mean, you know about the training programs. That's always your fallback. So no matter what, even if they're not interested, the fallback is, would you be interested in, our training programs? You can attend via the internet. They're all webinars. They're recorded if you miss a session. That's how I got involved. Tell your story. I think one of the things Kathy does really well is she tells her story of how she started with us, how she fell in love with the company, what she fell in love with the company for. I mean, she tells them a big old long story, and they like that. So tell them your story. Just be as down to earth and real as possible. Less scripts, more conversation.
Okay.
You know, I mean, you would even be good to say, I had my own digital marketing agency. And after I got involved in the program and I saw all of the things that they offered and all the solutions and the training and the education and everything else, I decided to join the team. You can tell them you've been attending the webinar trainings and that you've been hearing customers talk about their experience with us now for months, and they've been with us for years. And so now you're just a huge fan, and that your goal is to help them take advantage of the training programs. So I wouldn't shy away from anyone. Just get comfortable having a conversation with them.
Okay.
So if they say no and they say yes to training, close out the lead, tell them that they're going to register for training. And then if they register for training, it'll open up a new lead. So here, if they register on here, so close the one you're working on and just say canceled. But if they fill out this training, it'll create a new lead, and just tell them to check your name, and then we'll reassign this lead to you, and that will tell you they're still interested. Once they register for training, so if you ever get a lead that we send you and the training, I think the promo code for this is like webinar registration or 12-step roadmap. If you see a lead come in and we had dispatched it to you and it's because they were registering for training, you need to be real comfortable saying, hey, I'm Jeannine. I noticed you just registered for training. I wanted to make sure you got registered and that you understood how the training programs work. Also, I wanted to see if we could set up a consultation with you before the trainings, because it's always good to know where you're at and how this specifically applies to you. We can help save you some time on which of the training videos you should go watch depending on where you're at. Can we do that? And they're going to say yes.
Okay.
So that's the best lead you can get is somebody signing up for training, you calling them and saying, I want to get you set up for a consult before you start our training program. There's over 100 videos in there. I want to make sure that we know exactly, we can give you some personalized direction instead of you just going with the group.
Got it.
Let's see here. So you see these right here, Web Reg 12.
Yes.
That's web registration 12-step roadmap. These are people all registering for 12-step. Like this is somebody that was trying to buy the CD I'm not done with. Oops. This is someone that signed up for step 1. If you see these that say LP, those are Lorenzo went to our YouTube videos and put lead forms on like 600 YouTube videos. So all these LP are coming from YouTube videos.
While you're doing that, one of the things I was curious about is when you're working on a YouTube channel, I don't know which picture they call it, but you have like everything else. You have a little square, and then you have a big thing behind it. Is that the cover photo?
Yeah.
How do you get that thing to fit in there? Because even when I've looked at the size it's supposed to be and I've adjusted the picture to be that size, it still fits stupid.
Yeah, that's a better question for Kathy. I have her literally right now. I have her redoing all of our banners. I just saw a message. Let me pull that up that she sent to our design team about it. Let me see. Right here. Oh, here's what's recommended by YouTube, I guess. That's the banner sizes. So they just made all of these for us too. But they didn't fit right.
Yeah, because when you use the dimensions that they tell you and then you upload it, for some reason it looks stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. That's definitely a Kathy question.
Okay. I'll ask her.
Okay. All right, lady. I will go through. So what I wanted to do is make sure you had access to all of our tools. You knew how to function in the CRM system. You had, you knew where the sales videos are, testimonial videos. That I had a couple sales letters for you, and then I see people registering for 12-step roadmap and people who need to be invited to 12-step roadmap on a regular basis. So now you've got a letter that you can use. And then you've got plenty to work on between the leads that are currently in the system, managing the social media accounts. And I promise you, you have more interaction on our social media accounts than we do. So own it. The faster you can get some branding changes done on all the things that right now, your branding still is all SoCal. I think it's going to be difficult for people to make a connection and there may not be as big of a trust level. So getting moved over to the CI Web Group email, changing your brand on Facebook, your fan pages and so forth. If you need help or you want us to design a cover or something for you that says it has your name, it has CI Web Group's logo on there, 12-step roadmap, whatever. If you want us to design some things, give me very specifically what you want to have designed that are co-branded things that show the transition. And let's get that done. The faster you start labeling yourself, the quicker and more comfortable people are going to be. We did add you as a featured expert to 12-step roadmap, which I don't know if you saw that here.
I did. My name misspelled.
Oh, that's a Kathy thing. You're freaking. We juggle so much. We don't see all the same details you do. We get your letters. We literally sit back and we're like, awesome. We never see all this stuff. Okay. So have her fix that. And then we'll just keep going. I'm going to start when people register for 12-step roadmap and they're not attached to anybody. I'm going to start sending them over to you.
Okay.
Start getting people to register for that program. That's the easiest way to get them into the system, I promise you. And just make sure they select your name from the drop down. Okay.
So when you're talking about the social media, we're not so much looking at who's leaving a message; it's who's commenting on pictures and videos that you've already posted.
Yeah, absolutely. So you'll see Kathy always engage. Uh, you'll see Kathy always engage people. She'll go up and put up. Someone will say, "I love this video," or "Thank you. This I needed to hear this," and she'll say, "Don't forget you can register for the such and such," and blah blah blah, whatever she says for the radio show and the TV show. This is your big thing though. If you can get this situated, it'll be a lot easier. And like I said, if you need graphics, let me know what graphics you need and we'll knock it out.
So should I just create a whole new Facebook page?
How many? This is your fan page?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I would do that. I would use the same picture you have on your personal page.
Okay.
You can get graphics directly from our Pinterest board. Let me see here. Sliders and headers. There's one. If you go to sliders right here, there's local reviews, design and graphics. We have a whole bunch more. We'll get all of the sliders up in here.
And should I spend some time just populating the Facebook page with stuff to it off the bat once it's created so that it looks like I didn't just start it yesterday?
Yeah, I would definitely do that. And then make us admins of it. We'll add your Facebook page to our content distributing system. So that way we can, anything that we put on rotation on our own pages, we'll put on rotation on yours too. So at least you'll have us posting content out there for you as well.
Okay. Would it be bad to take any of the pictures that I have from SoCal with the quotes on it and put them into my new Facebook fan page?
No, that's cool. That's good. You've got all the quotes that are on 12-step roadmap. You can go here under resources, use these quotes. You have all the videos from CI Web Group's channel, 12-step roadmaps channel. You can take content from any, you have all the events. So if you go to the events calendar, you want to be promoting events, you can grab and promote these orientations, speaking engagements, and so forth. Testimonials, you have everything. So I don't know if you're subscribed to our YouTube channels. If you're not, you should. So like 12-step roadmaps YouTube channel, we just put up a ton of videos. Same thing with CI Web Groups. Any of the images that you want to use in our Pinterest account, you can use everything. We'll get this filled out so that everything's in here. So if you go under mobile apps, we've got tons of little images for the mobile app, marketing mobile apps. These are videos too in here, so it's an easy way to get to them. But the biggest thing we need to do is get you all the graphics for marketing, which is all of our sliders for 12-step, CI Web Group, DNet.
And if I'm sharing the Tony Jerry quotes, should I save image as and put it up as a new image, or do I go to the CI Web Group or one of the other Facebook pages and share it to
You
my page.
yes, and yes. You can share back and forth between all the fan pages. That's the best way from a marketing standpoint. And when you put content up on yours, you should share it from yours to Jennifer Bagley's or 12 Steps or Accelerates or CI's, whatever. And feel free to do that whenever you want.
Okay.
Let's see here. Let me check one thing. I'm going to have Kathy make you a landing page on 12-Step Roadmap and on Jennifer Bagley. All right, we'll get that done too. Do you want to shoot over a little bio? Do we already have it?
A bio on me?
Uh-huh. Or some kind of just short introduction?
I can send you what I have on like my G Plus account. I mean,
Okay.
pretty basic.
That'll work.
On that sales training that I attended on Tuesday, Rick had mentioned that there was a contract that was supposed to be getting sent over. I'm not exactly sure what contract anybody's talking about. I mean, I know I need to fill out a 1099.
Just fill out a 1099. The other is a independent contractor agreement, which I have to have on file, but I need to make some changes to that. That's why I told him not to send it. So just make sure we've got a 1099 so we can pay you. And then when we get the independent contractor thing done, then I'll shoot that over to you.
Okay. And Kathy mentioned Rick is somewhere around in California.
He is.
Do you know, is it Southern California or somewhere up north?
I have no idea.
Okay.
So this is the independent sales agreement, but I've got to make some changes because I actually increased your guys' commissions. I used to pay 20 and 5%. So that's why I've got to make the changes too.
Okay.
So I'll have this done soon. Actually.
And does Michael still, he had marked out 2 hours tomorrow? Am I still doing that?
You absolutely can if you want to hear it again. We're doing it for anybody that wants to come. So I was doing kind of a similar thing as today, but for you, I wanted to get you going. I think because you have a background in marketing and you've been participating in 12-Step Roadmap, if you just get the little logistics fixed, like your own personal branding, if you get all that redone, then you could be moving much faster than some of these guys that need more time to get comfortable.
Okay.
And then I'll feel more comfortable when I see you scheduling appointments and I see calendar appointments coming in, which you need to. If you can sit on the phone with Rick and know how to set an appointment, what I want to see on the appointment. Do you have access to my calendar?
Yeah, you already.
I did. Okay. So just, the more you want to make, my appointments are typically back to back to back. This is what my calendar looks like. So the more organized you are on that appointment, the better. If I click the appointment and I know it's a new consult, who the person is, the time, what time zone we're in. Now in this one, there's no website. She didn't have a website, but if I know her website, her fan page, if you paste those things in here, it makes my life much easier and we can get through consults much faster. The more disciplined you are in putting all the right information on here, the better.
And when you're putting the information, that what goes in the notes?
Say that again?
when you're putting in the information so that you have it, does that, you put it in the note area that's up on top?
Just put it in the description right here.
Oh, okay.
So you would put in the website address. I need to know who I'm talking to, company name, just the basics. Mainly stuff I can click on for links because I never have time in between one appointment and another appointment to go look at CRM, get all ready. I just need to be able to open up the appointment, click the go to meeting, click the website, click the fan page, and go.
Okay.
And then during the appointment, I'm going to say, at the end, I'm going to say, all right, well, you're going to need step 1, step 3 accelerated program, and a mobile app. Or I'm going to say, we're going to go ahead and, if I know an exact budget, if they tell me what they want to spend, then I will be able to say, let me get you a custom agreement specifically based on that, and we'll send that over to you. So if I say we're going to get a custom agreement, then I just need you to stay on top of me a little bit to make sure I have that done that evening, and I'll show you how to create those, and you'll wind up being able to put those together. I'll show you real quick. Oh, speaking of which, did Kathy tell you she was going to see if you could do this appointment for me today?
An appointment today? No.
Okay. Michael, will you call Kathy and find out what happened with that 3 o'clock, please? Huh?
Don't have to. I've been talking to Kathy anyway.
Unless she did it while I was eating breakfast and I haven't checked Gmail. I checked it when I got up this morning.
Talk to the people, and she's going to reach out to them, and she's going to reach out to Jeannine after she get back to let them know about the appointment.
Is it at 3?
Apparently not, because she didn't say that they were still having an appointment. She
Okay.
talked to me about an hour.
Let me, there's a gentleman, he owns a carpet cleaning company who found us on YouTube last week and was trying to set up an appointment, and I told her to have you do it. This is a sample just of a custom plan. So it's for Barbara. It just has a real quick intro. It says how many pages they're going to get, what the price is going to be, what their marketing investment's going to be, what do they get, their maintenance plan, and it has their final investment. So everything is on one document instead of having one for marketing, one for SEO, one for social media, one for web, which is if you're doing the if you're sending them the by step program, which you get off of here, the action plans. But at the end, I'll say exactly what they're going to get. If I say you're going to get, Jeannine's going to send you step 1 and step 3 accelerated, then you're going to send them a link to this one and a link to this one, and you do it in the CRM, and it's already, the emails are already pre-created for you.
Right.
But you can modify it. Yep. You can totally modify it. It doesn't have to be the exact same. You can say, it was great talking to you. Loved hearing about your daughter, blah, blah, blah. Mine's just a guide. It shouldn't be exactly what you send out.
Okay.
And then as we have stuff start coming in, I'll have Kathy, the more you can handle and the more appointments I see, the more we'll start handing over your way as we bring in new opportunities too.
Okay, is tomorrow's call, are they going to talk about how you schedule the actual appointment on the calendar and go to webinar and all that stuff?
Yeah, I'll have, yeah, they'll actually, we will do that on tomorrow's call.
Okay, because I mean, I know how to make a phone call and I'm pretty comfortable, I think, saying what I have to say, and I know how to fit your calendar, but then I just don't know how exactly, what's because there are like little white spots in the middle of your calendar that don't say busy.
Yep.
I don't know if I can schedule that or if I should, because your Fridays seem to be the thing that's most open. So I just want to be a little bit more clear on those are the times to go ahead and schedule you, and then how exactly to do that.
Okay. I will have Kathy and Mike tomorrow go over GoToMeeting because I don't know how to do that, but GoToMeeting, and what was the next piece? Oh. Okay. All right. We'll cover everything else tomorrow, and you should be ready to rock and roll.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, Jennifer.
Absolutely, Jeannine. I'm excited to be working with you. You'll do well. It takes a minute to get organized. There's a lot, but you'll do a great job.
And could you send me a link to this talk we just had that we recorded?
Yeah, I'll have when Kathy gets over here, I'll have her download it and get it up into YouTube, and we'll send it to you.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
All right, you too, hon. Bye-bye.
Bye.